few hours ago in Garden, tension filled the air as Saint Dorothea desperately attempted to save Ariadne, her healing powers radiating warmth and hope. The urgency of the moment was palpable as she turned to Carlotion, her voice a mixture of disbelief and anger. "What on earth have you done?" she exclaimed, her eyes wide with concern. Carlotion, caught off guard by the intensity of the situation, stammered in confusion, "Dorothea, what are you doing?" With a determined tone, the saint explained, "I brought Ariadne here. Thank goodness the healing magic is working this time. She is no longer the same as before." Carlotion's brow furrowed in disbelief. "What are you talking about?" he questioned, struggling to comprehend the gravity of the situation unfolding before him. Saint Dorothea then commanded a nearby guard, "Please take Ariadne to her room. It should take a little while for her to wake up." The guard hurriedly complied, lifting Ariadne with care and urgency. As they departed, Carlotion pondered aloud, "Are there wounds that even Dorothea's healing can't cure?" Turning to Saint Dorothea, Carlotion added with a hint of remorse, "When she wakes up, I'll apologize." Thoughts raced through his mind. "I can ask her the real purpose of approaching me after that." Saint said, "Please make sure it's a sincere apology." She resolved to confront Ariadne with honesty, despite her initial skepticism. "I definitely thought this was just another one of that woman's schemes," she reflected bitterly. The image of Ariadne flashed in Carlotion's mind, her neck marred by countless marks as if she had hanged herself, alongside fresh wounds that painted a grim picture of her suffering. What on earth is she planning this time? Carlotion's fists clenched involuntarily as he recalled Ariadne's expression from earlier look of desperation and madness that was foreign to him. One thing is for sure. Ariadne has gone mad. In another part of the castle, the high priest was deep in contemplation. "I can feel it clearly. The evil aura of black magic, coming from this wicked woman," he declared ominously. Ariadne overheard his words and felt a flicker of surprise. "Oh, this old man looks like a real power player," she mused to herself, noting his flamboyant attire. Saint Dorothea interjected defensively, "She is not using black magic on others." The high priest responded with a tone of authority, "Your Highness, I understand your generous heart. We must not be further deceived by this wicked woman." "No," Dorothea insisted vehemently. "Ariadne truly regrets her past mistakes." Confusion washed over Ariadne as she thought to herself, "I don't regret anything. Why should I regret something I didn't even do?" The high priest pressed on, his voice unwavering. "But Your Highness, can't you feel it? The aura of black magic from her body." In response to this accusation, Saint Dorothea protested passionately, "Isn't that all the more reason to not let it go?" "She is now." The high priest interrupted again with a stern warning, "No matter the reason, we cannot allow black magic to go unchecked." Frustration bubbled within Saint Dorothea as she retorted angrily, "Grand High Priest, there is no answer other than death." At the mention of death, Ariadne's mood shifted unexpectedly. Glancing at a nearby guard, she seized his jacket at the corner and asked for 3 sheets of paper. The guard complied without question as Ariadne began writing fervently. Once finished, she approached the high priest and handed him the sheet with an air of defiance. On that sheet was inscribed, "I am a person who deserves to die 1,000 deaths. If I could have one last wish, it would be I would like to be headed by my beloved Carlotion over there." Carlotion stood frozen in confusion as Ariadne pointed directly at her. The high priest and Saint Dorothea exchanged bewildered glances. Uncertainty clouded their expressions. Ariadne thought to herself with a hint of satisfaction, "I don't really understand it all, but I think it's probably going well, right?" She felt an unsettling sense of exhilaration at having drawn attention back to herself. Carlotion, my ex-husband, the only one who can kill me. Suddenly, an intense pain shot through Ariadne's throat. She collapsed onto the floor, gasping for breath. "My throat hurts. I know that. I can't make any more noise. I'm feeling gloomy again." Tears welled up in her eyes as despair threatened to overwhelm her spirit. "This is not the right time for that." Just then, Saint Dorothea grasped Ariadne's hands gently and asked softly, "Ariadne, why are you about to cry?" Turning toward the Grand High Priest with pleading eyes, she urged him to see beyond Ariadne's exterior. "Grand High Priest, please look at her thoughtful face. She should be given a chance for repentance." In stark contrast to Dorothea's, please echoed thoughts in Ariadne's mind. Repentance. No, no, I don't need that chance. The Grand High Priest took a deep breath before responding cautiously. "Please give me some time to think this through." As they gathered in another room, Saint Dorothea seated beside Carlotion and the Grand High Priest, the atmosphere was heavy with unspoken questions and lingering tension. "What happened?" The priest finally broke the silence. "You have never been this merciful." He regarded Saint Dorothea with curiosity. Dorothea sighed deeply before responding thoughtfully. "The original Ariadne," she began slowly, "as the youngest daughter of the Duke's family, would never bow her head in any situation. Even when treated coldly by Carlotion, her political marriage partner, she never wavered regardless of how badly she was treated." Carlotion listened intently as Dorothea continued, "But now, Ariadne's body, it's marked by her countless attempts to end her own life. That is obvious." Turning her gaze toward Carlotion once more, Saint Dorothea said earnestly, "She also asked." Carlotion interjected abruptly. She said, "She wanted to die by my sword. There was no way that woman wouldn't know about my sword."